The three candidates competing in a special election for a Sarasota State House seat were on Siesta Key Monday for a candidate forum sponsored by the Siesta Key Association and the Siesta Key Condo Council. It was only the second time all three appeared together and answered questions. The election is February 13th.
I would be interested to know if you know of any evidence that illegal immigrants commit proportionately more crimes than any other population. I used to live in an area with a lot of illegal immigrants, and my impression was that they were very law-abiding because they were terrified of being sent back to the countries they came from.
Yes, that's a very good question. And as it relates to that, a big area for me is safety and security in this community. And when I think about a story like the Kate Steinle stories that occurred in San Francisco, a 32-year-old American who was out with her father on a walk on a pier, who was gunned down by a criminal illegal immigrant of whom had been deported 5 times and had 7 prior felonies. That's something I don't want to see happen here. And so as it relates to your question, I haven't seen all the statistics on that, but I can tell you it's important that we enforce the laws that we have, and we continue to make sure that people that are criminally illegal immigrants do not belong here.
Alison, a lot of people do not know much about libertarianism with a small L, let alone the Libertarian Party. Could you just explain to us basically some simple tenets of what it is? Because I've met many people who think it's one thing that it's absolutely not. And if you could just give us a few insights into this.
Of course. So there's a little stigma, I guess, the Libertarian Party. I hear like, oh, they're the weed people, but it's very far from that. It's actually personal freedom is a big tenet of the Libertarian Party. What you put in your body, who you love, who you marry, that's really up to the person, as long as you don't hurt anyone else. And then, of course, economic freedom is huge. You know, they used to say the party slogan was socially liberal but fiscally conservative. And on the economic standpoint, we definitely want to make sure that, you know, the government's not taking from us either, because that's hurting us as well. So there's 2 aspects to that, and that's why earlier I said we pull from some of the Democratic platform and also from the Republican platform. But the central theme is freedom, and personal freedom is the absolute paramount thing of the Libertarian Party platform.
Okay. Over recent years, we've seen major attacks on women's right to choose, and just facilities that don't provide comprehensive health care for women. Where do you stand on reproductive rights?
I believe that women's reproductive choices should be made between a woman and her health care provider, and that the government should not be involved in them.